Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using The Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. The website for Ciro on this box is llewellyn.com. It is from 2004, which I'm now noticing. There's a newer website, usgamesinc.com, if you're interested. I think that's on my newer deck. The current deck I bought, I think, is from like within the last 5 years. So this is from not quite 20 years ago, but it's almost there. So, do with that with what you want. Supportive Oracle Cards, Spellcasting Oracle Cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. There are their full names if you want them. So there's websites in the back here. SheWhoIsArt.com always pops out to me, but there's a couple others. If you want to check them out, feel free, of course. Feel free to freeze frame to get that. Okay, what do we have for Gemini? This, you got like a really, really great, there's really good things out here, right? The word tedious comes to mind now. The word tedious. Tedious. Ooh, I love this card. Transformation coming in. I just love this. Transformation, just to be fair, reminds me of 13 Death card and the Tarot card. Like, this is just a really pretty version of that, though. So there's a big change. Like, the Death card isn't like a bad card. It's just saying something has to end for something else to begin. I kind of get that feeling here. I don't see you having a problem with changing. Transformation, usually Gemini handles that fairly well. Usually, not always, but I think you do. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, of course. I'm saying that, and then I see the Queen of Cups in your challenge position. Do you like this or do you not like this? I think originally you will. And I think it's more destination. This is making me feel like fresh out of high school, if you wanted to be like a psychologist and you're like, I'm excited about being that. So the end goal, yes, great. But this is where the tedious also comes in. The thought of going through all the schooling to get there and all the work and time, that may look like, okay, that looks like a lot. I want to do that. I want to be that. I want to achieve that. But that's quite the road. That's quite the road. And it's not that you can't do it. That's not what we're talking about. It's just kind of like, it's kind of like, what is it? Is that, I don't know how many years it is, but it's like, it's going to take me year after year of walking down this path. And like, that's a lot. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Now, you also have the Page of Pentacles coming into it. Accepting, like, all right, how much is that worth to me? Because if I start down this path, I don't want to waste my time. I want to actually make this work out. And it's kind of like, can I commit to it? It's very simple. There's a little bit of, like, is it self-doubt or what? What is going on with this? This is the challenge card you have to watch out for. The Five of Swords, which is, to me, it's the fruitless wind card. That's how I always relate to it. It's kind of like, you won the castle. It's completely decimated and in ruins, but it's yours now. You won the mess. Good job. It's kind of like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, it's like winning that great trip, and then you found out they had a major earthquake. So, like, yeah, you get to go. Yeah, you can still go. I mean, everything's in shambles, especially if you want to donate your time to help the relief effort, because all of the attractions are destroyed. But you can go. You got it. Enjoy. That's kind of like the fruitless wind, in my opinion. So it's kind of like, part of me is feeling this like, all right, what if I get there and I don't like it? What if I get there and put in all that work and it turns out I really don't like it? And the thing is, there's something about self-doubt going on there, because I feel like, yeah, whatever the goal is you want, whatever it is you're excited about, you will definitely like it. Like optometrist, I'm getting optometrist, podiatrist, and the tooth one, periodontist. I'm getting those things popping in for some reason. That's not tooth, is a periodontist is gums, right? I'm not a medical anything, but I'm getting those type of goals are also seeming to fit in here. Like long term, a lot of work needs to be put in to get to that level. The challenge here is to center on your success. You definitely want to acknowledge the time it's going to take, but realize the success coming out of it will be worth it, because you will make it successful. That's the thing about Gemini. You have so many different angles. If you achieve that goal, you will find a way to make it work. You're not going to get, like, you wouldn't get this far if you didn't know you were going to like it. And you will have so many different ways to make it work for you. So having that confidence in yourself to realize you know yourself well enough to know what you're going to like, and you will make it work for you, whatever it is. For example, if it was like, I don't know why I keep going into podiatry, but okay. For whatever reason, you know what you already like about it. You already have enough information on this situation to know, okay, this, I know that, and I like this, and I'm intrigued with that, and this is why I like it. If you get there, you will definitely make it work for you. You do have what it takes. Like, you know enough about the situation to know you are invested in you, to know you actually do like it. And I feel like there's other components here. You're like, well, what if I get stuck in this type of job, or what if I get stuck in this? You won't get stuck in things. You're Gemini. You'll find a way to do things differently. Be careful. I feel like more than not, this is like the challenge for Gemini. I feel like this repeats throughout your lives. You can tell me if I'm wrong, because there's a lot of different flavor of Gemini. But it's like getting distracted from your goal and not ending up at where you intended, but like going somewhere else because you get distracted by something else, or thinking it to the point where nothing happens. Thinking it to death and then just never making it happen. That's another. It seems like that's a challenge for Gemini. I feel like the more mature Geminis are aware of it, and they're like, before I spend a lot of time thinking about something that never happens, I need to start moving towards it slowly and decide if I really want it and keep working in that direction. Or another advanced Gemini energy is like, I know I'm going to get distracted, I know I'm going to want to do other things, but I have to always make sure I have something to bring me back at the end of the day to keep me on goal. Are we good? It's going to take a lot of work to get this outcome. It definitely will. That word tedious is not coming in lightly. Tedious is there, yeah. A lot of work to make this happen, but your outcome. I keep seeing the Sun card. To me, that's the best card in the tarot deck. It trumps even the Lover's card, in my opinion. Because like, even in a love reading, if this comes in, it's better than the Lover's card. It's like things working out better than expected, better than even you realized was possible. That's what this is. This is that type of outcome. And whatever this is will transform your whole life. New opportunities, new things will come in that you weren't even new things that you didn't even know were a part of this situation. You're going to learn so much new stuff that you didn't even realize that was a thing. Which I feel like that's very titillating to Gemini. This is that type of thing. A lot of stress, which I've said 50 million times, I know. But when I get the 10 of Wands, all that stress pays off. It works out. It's worth it. It's like I get to the end and I'm very thankful and happy that I did. It's perfect. Yes, I did it and it was worth it. I can look back and go, it was worth it, and I'm thankful I did it. Like, they keep giving these cards. There's so many references to how much work this is going to take, but there's a lot of references to the success too. You just got to be careful. If you acknowledge it, that you don't go off goal, that you stick to it. There's going to be distractions. There's going to be people who try to get you to go off goal. You might even be connected to other people. Maybe you're not the only one who wants to do this goal, whatever this is. Maybe there's people that want to go with you. Those people are going to probably ditch out. That's not bad. It may seem bad at the time. These are also people who are going to leave anyway, sooner or later. So, I don't know what that means, other than the people going, the people who end up leaving, they were going to leave anyway. They weren't permanent. You may have thought they might have been, but they're not. Why is this like? There's people who are going to leave your life. I don't know. I keep getting this over and over again. Like, there's people abandoning you. It may look like it's because of the goal you chose. It's really not. If you chose a different direction, this still would have happened, just in a different fashion. So, it's kind of like, Gemini sees all those angles, It's kind of like, which way they're going to... How many different ways to jump ship? You know what I mean? It's one of those things. They're gonna. Don't worry about, like, oh, if I choose this, what if it causes a disruption with these people or somebody in my life? What if they, what if we get distant and we end up growing apart or something like that? It's going to happen anyway. It's this situation is not determining that. So they're just kind of like letting you know, like, somebody's walking away. There's people walking out of your life, and it's like, it can either go this way or it can go a different way. Another version I'm seeing of this is, like, for example, maybe you have a job, and if you're going to go towards this different vocation, you're like, well, I'd have to leave this job, or I'd have to move, or there's something here where I'd have to, like, leave the job. Something like, if I leave this job, I'm going to lose my connection with these people. It's kind of like, well, you can either lose your connection with these people by choosing something better, or later on down the road, things are going to change anyway. Like, people are leaving anyway, and you might be going anyway and just not realize it. It's kind of like, when another company buys a company and then they clear out the whole department. Something like that might happen. I've seen that happen. I don't know why I'm thinking about that, other than, like, it was a long time ago, like over 15 years ago. I worked for a financial institution, and it wasn't my site that got shut down, but it was another site. They just shut it down, and then people just didn't have jobs, and that was it. They didn't do anything wrong. They weren't even doing their jobs bad. They just decided, no, we already have that in this other place, so we don't need you. Bye. They didn't see it coming. I remember that. That was just very shocking. Have I showed this card? A lot of work. Yeah, we know. There's going to be times that you feel trapped. You just got to recenter on your goal, and you're going to know, I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's very worth it. This whole reading, I feel like, is just trying to give you the confidence to move forward. If you see it, that's the thing with Gemini, too. I really feel like Gemini is extremely empowered when they're seeing what they're going into, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to get bored with it. Because you can set it up kind of like, when I do get bored with it, I'll try to do this. And when I get bored with that, I'll try to do this. You can set it up to, like, try to manage it in a way where you can put as much entertainment in it as you can afford. I feel like Gemini is great for this. I really do. When you see yourself going into it, you're like, I'm going to get bored with that. You'll set it up to, like, so when that happens, let me do this, or I'm going to try to do this, or this is how I'm going to try to plan ahead for this. Not saying that those plans will easily come to fruition, but at least you'll have options already set up for you to, keep yourself invigorated with the situation. I just feel like that's empowering for Gemini. I'm sure you'll let me know in the bottom if I'm right or not. Anything else with this? I think we're good. So, best of luck. I hope you choose whatever helps you out, because the level of success here, the level of success is phenomenal, is what I'm getting. Thank you for watching. How do I say this at the end? Okay, brain went blank. Phew. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral, at gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.